G'day guys, Josh here. Welcome to State of the Economy once again. And as you guys may have noticed, the gold here for mine, if you guys have been paying attention for the previous episodes, has been dwindling. And that's because I got my bard to 1430 to get more money. And also got my ambush master to times 12, so I got the 5, or not 5x3 yet. But that's what's been happening. Now, first of all, let's see what we're going to talk about, obviously, is that unfortunately I can't give you any of the buses. But I've seen buses go down for Argos, so we're going to check the buses out. So there's no buses on today, obviously, because I'll tell you right now, since I'm recording it Wednesday, there are no buses. But Volted buses have been going for 1.3k, and Vicus buses have been going for 4k in normal and 5k in hard. So that's the bus update. You guys be like, oh, where's the busing stuff so we can see it? Well, I can't really tell you that one, okay? You can see here, the buses for Argos are going down to 1,300, 1,400. As I said before, like, those Argos buses are super competitive. I mean, Argos has got this really weird problem where there's more supports than there is DPS, okay? So that's what Argos is at the moment, which is actually quite funny when you think about it. Now, we're going to take a look at Abyss Dungeons. Now, with Abyss Dungeons, if you guys haven't noticed either, Abyss Dungeons, there's been a weird thing here as well that I think a lot of people got to realize this as well in US West. This is actually really concerning. Is that watch out for these type of runs here that I've highlighted. Because these are just Chinese gold farmers trying to basically pay you in gold that they are going to trade on, basically. Like, they're Chinese gold farmers that they'll pay 1,000 G each, and you probably could get banned because you probably, I can tell you right now, it's definitely way out of the range of what it should be, okay? And I think sellers who are selling Abyss Dungeons got to be very careful to not go on the runs where, like, the Chinese gold farmers are paying you 1k each. Because I feel like that's with gold that they are farming as per se to get the gear to go up to higher eye levels to get more gold to sell to everyone. So I'd say be very careful with it as well. Now, generally the Abyss Dungeon runs are 300 G a piece, or sometimes free carry, no bid, which is like don't bid in the books and that's it. Like I say, they're going to stay that way, probably get lower to 200 G, but I don't see anything else happening as well. Now, let's just talk about the Legion raids. As I said before, the Legion raids, I told you before, like, there's not really... Oh, there we go, 1,400 G for normal Voltan. There's none up here for hard mode Voltan. By the way, with Voltan, you do need Purify. Be aware of that as well. And with Vicus, well, like I say right now, it's in 4k for normal on Vicus and 5k for hard mode. And that was last Wednesday, so just be aware of that as well. We'll probably have a bit more on tonight as well. Now, let's get up to the Mario store. Let's see what the Mario store is up to. And I wouldn't be surprised if, like, blue crystals are like 1.5k at this stage because they're just going crazy. And, I just don't see it. Ooh, 1.2k. I want 1.5k. And I'm afraid that these are going to keep going up and up. The only reason why I say that is why they're going to keep going up and up is because people are getting more and more money. People are honing their ults. No one's honing their main too much. So people get it to 1430, 1400, you know the drill. Basically, getting to 1430 is the next point where you're just doing 2 Legion raids in Argos a week, and you're getting like 10k on a character, or 9.6k, okay? Let's be exact. You're getting like 9.6k on a character, which is immense compared to the Argos one, where you only got, almost just under 5k. So you basically get double your money for potentially just a bit more of time, probably about 20 minutes more of time, depending on your Vicus and Voltan groups. Some of them can be pretty bad, to be honest, in normal mode. Just gonna say it out there as well. I did spend probably 30-40 minutes wiping on Morph as well because people couldn't do Gate 1 on Vicus. But you can see here, this price is just going to increase over time. I think this is the big jump, is when a lot of people are getting ults into 1430, and it's going to get to a point where you're going to have one character do gold runs purely to pay for blue crystals and that crystalline aura as well. And, some people are going to have to bite the bullet here as well. You're going to have to spend 6k gold on a 6k gold, 7.5k gold, even more, just to get crystalline aura for 30 days. And some people are going to get the swipey swipe card out because obviously they can't pay these crystal prices. And, that's not good to see, obviously, but unfortunately that's what the reality is going to be at the moment. Now, let's just check the AH. Now, the AH, let's just check the pouches first. So the pouch, let's go. So checking the pouches first, I'm going to say life shards, honor shards, and harmony shards have gone up. The reason why honor shards have gone up tremendously, okay, and this is why I saved a lot of them, is mainly on the back of the fact that people need a lot of honor shards for Broshaza. Okay, Broshaza hones, you need a lot, okay, including hones to get above. You need a lot of honor shards, so they've been going up quite steadily. Now, should you buy a tier 3 map? Not at the moment, because tier 1 and tier 2 maps are a lot cheaper. To be fair, though, they're a lot harder to find groups for, because I can't find the group for a Yawn map to save my life. But, At the moment, I'll be looking for, yawn maps here and there as well, but overall pouches are still a great way to make money. Make sure you buy the Phaeton pouch. You can always get someone in Phaeton. Make sure you buy some North Fern pouches and some Rondell pouches. There's always someone, there to run them. But yawn, I'm not so sure about, even though you do get the, life shard, big ones, okay? And that gives you a bit of 2k gold and also can give you, a few blue crystals as well without spending on your alts. Now let's check the stones. You know what? Let's just check crystallized. If I could spell crystallized. I hate it when they spell it the American spelling because I usually spell it with S. But you can see it crystallized here. Basically, Guardian stones are going up a bit and Destruction stones are going up a bit. This is because a lot of people are honing their ult and also some people are honing their mains for 1490 before Clown comes out. This is always going to go up because Weapon is probably one of the most sought out stones. And this was always going to happen. Now let's go check leap stones. I assume leap stones have gone down. Yeah, leap stones have gone down overall. We're killing great honor leap stones. People get a lot of these, okay? A lot of great honor leap stones. And something naturally goes down. Honor leap stones have gone up slightly, okay? And I'm actually a bit surprised it's starting to go up. I guess, a lot of people 1300s trying to get to 1370, but Harmony and Life have basically stayed the same. So go to a shard pouch, let's go over Guardians. Let's take a look at the solar mats as well, the support mats. So you got the fish here. Fish is remaining steady at 28G, so you've got a lot of fish, probably a good time to sell. Solar Graces have gone up, Solar Blessings have gone up, and Solar Protection has gone up. That's good to see, okay, for the honing support mats. We're not going to waste any breath, ironically enough, on the breath because no one buys them because you don't need them. So just be aware of that as well. Also, we're going to take a look at another one as well. We're going to take a look at the mats here. So for here, these mats have gone down tremendously. I mean, these used to be like 200G a piece, but when you get one of these books now, it's not really as big as it used to be, okay? Not as big as it used to be as well, even with tier 2, even with some of the tier 2 books as well. Sorry, what's the wrong one? I'm trying to find the tier 3 one, sorry guys. But you can see here, like, even only the weapons and these ones actually getting any sales. I'm surprised these two are getting any sales, considering the fact that you don't need them at all. It's 100% success rate for tier 1. But either way, you can see here, like, these books used to be like 100 or 200G. Now they're just worthless. Well, not worthless, but worth a lot less. Now let's get into the engravings, okay? The engravings. So basically, with the engravings as well, you know how I mentioned that the blue ones are starting to get a bit pricey? I mean, like, look at some of them, okay? Some of them are getting a bit pricey. Like, look at that. Just be aware of that as well. Like, if you do get some blue ones, you could fetch a tiny dollar on some of them as well. And also, some of the green ones are getting a bit expensive too. Like, see here, like, getting a bit expensive too to pick up. Mostly class engravings though. But you can farm these class engravings from various sources, from various tier 1 islands as well. So be aware of that as well. Now let's take a look at the legendary ones. Funnily enough, the epic ones are very, very cheap, just an FYI, okay? Now with the legendary ones as well, it's going absolutely crazy. Like, basically, people were saying that Demonic Impulse and Igniter went up by 2 to 3k overnight. Desperate Salvation's gone from 7k to 9.7k. So I gotta say right now, if you had class engravings that you want to pick up, you should have picked up, like, you're probably going to have to pick them up potentially sooner or wait for them to drop down again because this is absolutely ridiculous how these prices have gone up. Like, Grudge is now like 5k, okay? And Cursed Doll's like 5k as well, which is absolute insanity. And funnily enough, Adrenaline and KBW are more than both of these engravings, which I find quite interesting. And yeah, like, I see right here, right now, like, a lot of engravings books have just basically exploded in price. And like I say right now, I just don't understand some of it. I understand, some of the key ones with DPS like Igniter and stuff like that going up in price. But I'm talking about, like, 2k in price is just absolute insanity. Someone's trying to... So I think someone's buying it because you can flip A8 books and then trying to raise the price a lot higher and then trying to play the market. That's what I feel like it's going on here. Now, we could take a look at the gem market because this is also happening to the gem market. Like, if you're like, oh, it's probably not happening to all markets, surely it can't be doing that, can it? But, first of all, before we go into that gem market, we'll take a look at the potions. And that was probably not the smartest ones, but you can see here, 31 potions. I gotta say, a lot of the combat stuff is going up in price as well, so be aware that it may be better to make it your stronghold. Now, I gotta take a look at the fusion materials as well. So the rare fusion materials. And this, like I say, this one here has been going back and forth to 11G, 10, 11G, so be aware of that as well. Like I say, if you can make anything, make the basics, and just watch out when it goes to 11G and put some more up, and see if you can make another bang for your buck. Now with the rare relics, the other fusion materials as well, you can see here, Relic steel the cheapest, and that's mainly because the fact it doesn't make a feast. So be aware of that as well. And I gotta say, that's I don't think it's all over yet. I think I've got to just check out a few more things as well before we go on. I'm trying to think of your skins. Yeah, we got to check the skins as well. Now let's check the pets and skins for you guys as well. Actually, you know what? I forgot to do. Check the food. Food. So the food here as well, basically this has gone up as well. So be aware of that. You may want to make this on these at your stronghold. They're pretty cheap, okay? You only have to get hunting and fishing mats, and they're very, very cheap overall. And you get a good boost as well if you need them for Cuckle Sidon. You don't have to have them. Now let's take a look at the pets. Like it says, I have to enter a word. The pets overall have gone up slightly. A lot of people are selling the starfishes and the panther pets as well. All are up about 10k or so. Now to get the collector's edition pets, just an FYI, 47k, 49k, that's what you're looking at basically. And last but not least, the skins. So you gotta like the skin that you're in. And I've got to say, overall, these platinum skins are going insane. And I've got to say, these Unleashed skins are going pretty insane as well. There's a new set of skins releasing soon as well. So be aware of that as what it is going to come out. And you can see here, like, a lot of skins, you can, if you do buy, like, Royal Crystals, you should probably buy them in skins and sell them for gold. It's probably a lot cheaper and a better conversion. Now, let's check the gems out, okay? So gems, as I said before, they're starting to get a bit more expensive now as well. As you can see here, level 7 gems were selling for 10k recently. Now they're selling for like 17k. So if you need a bit of a gold injection from the, from the market, you can build a level 7 gem and sell it over. Now, I would say, it is a good moneymaker at the moment. Maybe you want to get 7 gems for yourself. Maybe you want to get all 7 gems before you start selling them on AH. If not, just plonk them on there. Like, pretty much at the moment, like, I could, be agreed to or convinced to start selling gems on AH because everything on mine is level 7 or going up to level 8. You guys can't see it, but these are 2 at level 8. But yeah, you can see here that, all of them are level 7, level 8-ish. And I could be like, tempted to put some of those on the AH and sell them for a pretty penny. Just be aware of the gems as well, is that they can go down as quickly as they can go up. So be quick on that as well. And also be careful with the gem market as well, given the fact that a lot of gold sellers are on there as well, putting a bid up or buy out at 49k. Okay. Anyways, next up we're gonna go to the class engravings. So class engravings are pretty important. Okay, pretty important. Okay, as I say. And I gotta say right now, you can also get these tripods. The tripods, just an FYI, have gone up quite considerably. So be careful of that as well as the update comes closer and closer. So if you guys don't know, the update that makes gear transfer when you transfer gear, it's a library now, so you can apply it to yourself instead of just being on gear. But they are going to get rid of all the tripods on gear, and you're gonna have to learn them bit by bit. But they won't get rid of all the tripods in the inventory. So make sure you save your tripods in your inventory. But we're gonna go through some engravings as well. We're probably gonna go through. Should we go through Deadeye? Maybe we should go through Deadeye. But Deadeye free is going to be quite expensive in the future, by the way, guys. Quite expensive. And you guys are going to realize that class engravings are going to become quite expensive, okay? So you can see here, free with 5 Ambush Master, Swiftness, another Swiftness one as well. Swiftness, by the way, Swiftness is not even the best stat. It's actually Specialization. And you can see here, like, some of these with not that great traits, selling for a bit. I gotta say, overall, a lot of Deadeyes gonna be looking for Enhanced Weapon free and a +5 Ambush Master. Gonna tell you that right now. That's what they're gonna be looking for. Me, myself included. Now, what else are we gonna look for as well? Let's just take a look at a Sorceress, and you can see why this price just went absolutely sky high with Igniter. I got rid of that, obviously. But you can see here, like, the price has just gone absolutely bonkers. I mean, look at this. An Igniter free +5 Hitmaster. Now, you guys be like going, oh, why is it so expensive only for a +3? It's because a lot of sorceresses run a +12 books. So this is probably, like, super duper expensive. But you're going to see a lot of this for classes that have, that will have 12 books on their class engraving. Is that it's going to be stupidly expensive to purchase anything. Because not only do you need a 9/7 stone, which is quite hard to get, you need a gear piece with +3 to your class mechanic to get 5x free, okay, and 1x2. The BIS stuff before Cackle Sidon. Now, a lot of people have gatekeeping as well with Cackle Sidon, where they're like, you need to have 5x3 and 1x2, otherwise we're not going to take you along, because Cackle Sidon has a pretty mean DPS check. But those are things you need to be aware of as well as your class. Like, obviously I've done two extremes where it's Deadeye, where it's pretty cheap, and sources are quite expensive. If you're running like a Death Blade or a Soul Fist or even a Shadow Blade, you gotta watch out because your class engraving could be stupidly expensive. Okay, especially when you're trying to buy gear and stuff like that as well. Now, if you're trying to get your book engravings, I think you missed the boat on this one. I think you'll do more bosses and stuff like that as well. But anyways, guys, that is going to be it for today for State of the Economy. Hope you guys had a great day and see you guys later. Just be aware, just if you're trying to buy your class engravings, could be time to buy it now before they go cuckoo at Cackle Sidon. Okay? See you guys later. Peace out. Like, comment, subscribe. Also, as well, I've been off a bit on my Twitch channel and YouTube, and that's because I haven't been doing well with my anxiety lately. And well, it's getting a bit better now. It started affecting my eating and stuff like that. So I'd think I basically go and see someone for it, and it's going quite good at the moment. It's going quite good, but it's baby steps. It's going to be a long-term kind of thing. But at the moment, I'm probably going to just duck off streaming, as not streaming as much and not as YouTubing too much. But anyways, guys, hope to see you guys later. See you guys later. Bye.